Research, bro. Do your research, bro. Do your research. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and today's video is going to teach you all about how to do adequate research when looking into a potential token investment. Now, not all of these things are going to work for every token, and a project could have all of these things but still scrap its project and you could still lose all your money. But it's important that you just don't go on YouTube, find your favorite YouTuber and take everything they say as fact. You should take it upon yourself to do adequate research so that you can better protect your investment, because at the end of the day, it's your money. No one's going to care that you lost your money except for you. Now keep in mind, making videos on popular tokens is the way that YouTubers get views. Those could be suspicious projects. They could scrap down the road. We just don't know. We make those videos because they get views. Taking partnerships with up and coming tokens is also another way for YouTubers to make money. So we make videos on these tokens, we review them so that we get paid for our services. Now, not a lot of YouTubers are transparent with that fact, but whether you like it or not, it's a fact. It happened. So just because we're talking about something doesn't mean you should invest in it. You should do your due diligence. Luckily, I'm going to cover all that stuff for you today in a few simple steps. So make sure you watch to the end of the video so you know how to adequately do research and you can invest with confidence. If this video brings you value, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Step 1, make sure the token project has a social media presence and a website. Take Saitama, for example. They have 177,000 followers on Twitter. So obviously they're a serious project. They have a clean website that goes over their goals, their values, their mission, what products they're trying to put out, their tokenomics, their roadmap, those sorts of things. You want to make sure the project you're investing in has a social media presence and some sort of website that goes over their goals and their use case and those sorts of things. Step 2, look for Doxxed developers. Any serious project is going to have the identity of their development team, their CEO, their chief marketing officer, whoever on their team. They're going to have all those identities known so that if anything happens, someone can face repercussions. Take Doxxed, for example. On their website, you can clearly see the identity of everyone in their team. They even went as far as to add their social media links right here. Heck, even their artist has her identity shown here. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. Not every team needs to have their developers doxed in order for you to invest in that token, but this is probably the safest route to go if you really want to protect your investment. Step 3, make sure the liquidity of the project is locked. This means that the developer can't wipe out the entire liquidity of the project at any given time. Take Totoro Inu, for example. Most tokens are going to brag about having their liquidity locked because they know how important it is in the token community. Usually you'll be able to find it on their website. So right here it says, is liquidity locked? All you have to do is click right here. It's going to open up Unicrypt or another liquidity locker, and it's going to show you that, hey, 99% of the liquidity is locked. It tells you how many lockers they have and when that lock expires. Be careful. Some projects that plan on scamming will have their liquidity locked for like 2 weeks, but they'll still mention that on their website to try to trick you. Now, you could get away by just using those first 3 steps, but if you really want to protect your investment and know exactly what you're getting into, I'm going to go into something a little more advanced so you can really protect your investment and just understand what you're getting into. These next few steps are a little tricky, so make sure you pay attention. Step 4, you're going to want to check the price action of the token. Checking the price action of the token allows you to know where it's at, how it's performing now, how it's performed before. Are you buying at the top of the token? Are you buying at the bottom? What's the future look like? Is this a pump and dump? You'll be able to tell all those things by just looking at the price action of the token. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is get the contact address of the token. That contract address is its unique identifier. Now, some tokens have the contact address in the description. Take Totoro Inu. You can see right here that it's right here in their description, or Saitama token has the contract address in their website. Make sure it's from the correct website or social media network. So many people get scammed because they come upon a lookalike, they end up trading for that token, and they end up losing their entire investment. So make sure it's from the official website. Once you get that address, you can go to a website like dextools.io or coinmarketcap.com. So I'm going to copy Saitama's token address. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in the search bar. I can click the right one. Now I can see the price action of the token right here, as you can see right here. Now, DexTools is going to have a lot of the smaller cap tokens, and a lot of those tokens don't have websites. CoinMarketCap is more for established tokens that have been around for a while and have kind of proven themselves. So I would just simply type in the name, click on that name, And then I can see Saitama right here. Same deal, you can see the price action, but it's not as in-depth as DEX tool. This makes it so you know where to buy, right? Obviously, you wouldn't want to buy at all-time highs. Maybe you would if you want to do something long-term, but a lot of people like to buy at the bottom so they can increase the amount of money they earn over time. Now for the finale, I'm going to show you a token that scammed me and show you ways you can avoid getting scammed. Now, I know what I'm doing. I know when I'm taking a risk on a smaller cap that doesn't have a website, that doesn't have the liquidity lock, that doesn't have Doxxed developers. I understand what I'm doing. Now, I don't recommend you ever doing that sort of thing, but if you are looking for a smaller cap tokens, there are things you can do to avoid this. Now take EV-INU. This is an actual scam token that took my money and drained the entire liquidity out of this token before I could withdraw. Now keep in mind, anyone can make a token, so anyone can make this scam, and this is what people usually do. They prey on people like me who like to hunt for small cap tokens and can be kind of careless at times. But this is how you avoid those mistakes. Right here under the name, you have the token address. Copy that address from here. You can go to a website called tokensniffer.com, and there's other websites like it, but I like to use this one. You can paste that address into the bar in the top right corner, and it'll tell you all about the token. Now, it says that this token is sellable and not a honeypot. A honeypot is a popular scam that makes it so you can buy a token, but you can't pull your money out or trade the token. It's coded in the language. It also tells you things like, hey, has the owner had similar contracts? Because what happens is, usually these scam tokens, the owners make similar token addresses and do the same thing with different names. It also tells you if the liquidity is locked. Obviously, this one's not. It also tells you that the owner has more than 10% of the token's total supply in his wallet. Now, to take it a step further, you can click this little button right here that says View Contract, and it'll take you to Etherscan. Now you can see all the details of the contract right here. You can go down in the comments section and see what people are saying about this. I said, hey, can't sell, possible scam. And you'll see this with more popular tokens. Usually with smaller cap tokens, people don't think to look at stuff like this, but I do. Then you can go to Contract. You can click the owner. You can click their address. And then you can see their activity. As you can see, the owner has been adding liquidity to many different projects. Let's click on it. He's made a Kyoto Inu. He's made a Oshukaido Inu. He's made a Fluffy, right? They do the same thing to multiple tokens. They load up the liquidity and they end up withdrawing all of it as soon as they get enough investments. So if we go back to DEX tools, you can see what the diluted market cap once was. $128,000. Now, all these people that bought in couldn't pull their money out because the owner drained the liquidity. As you can tell, if you do this to 10 plus projects, it can be extremely lucrative. So now you know how to do adequate research, and you're free to roam the internet and find Inu this, Inu that, and invest in as many meme coins and tokens that you want. But just make sure you do your due diligence. And remember, a token could have all these things going for it, but who's not to say that the owner or developer just wants to scrap the project because maybe they feel like it's too hard to continue, or whatever the case. Just remember, at the end of the day, we're investing in the potential of these tokens. We're sort of like angel investors. We don't know where these tokens are going to be 10 years from now, 5 years from now. So take personal responsibility, do your homework, and hope that these tokens stick around for a long time. Hopefully that video helped. If it did, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and if you like videos like these, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.